Welcome back, everyone, to a brand new Lush Life video. I'm your host, Leon Lush. I'm joined here by the illustrious Mrs. Lush. Sweetheart, I just found out this week that there is a reality television show about Amish people. I want to check it out with you. I used to go to Pennsylvania a lot growing up because my grandfather, my late grandfather now, lived in Doylestown, which is right near Amish country. Every time we would take a trip down, we'd go to Hershey, Pennsylvania, which is where Hershey's chocolate is from. We'd get salted pretzels, and then we would stop by Amish country. And so I've always been intrigued by Amish people. I don't really know much about them other than it's like, you know, basically based around a religious belief, very, what would you call it?
Strict?
Strict's a word for it. I remember when I was growing up, it was like they didn't use electricity, like everything. And now, like, listen, if they're going to be putting themselves on a reality television show, clearly they've progressed a long ways from not using electricity. Are they allowed phones? I don't know. We're going to take a look at some clips. This one here is the first time. I thought this would be a good one for you. It's the first time in an English grocery store because, listen, you spend pretty much half your week in grocery stores. That's not a knock on you, but I swear to God, every day, at some point during the day, she'll just be like, shit, and I'll be like, what? She's like, I forgot X, Y, and Z. Now I have to go to Whole Foods, or now I have to go to Market Basket.
No, so this is my problem, is that I like different things at different stores. So like,
she's picky.
I'll get Trader Joe's for this and that, and then I gotta go to Whole Foods for that, and then I gotta go to Market Basket or Stop and Shop and the butchery or whatever. So yeah, I go to a lot of grocery stores. All right.
Maybe if you had an Amish grocery store,
You should be happy. Your wife cooks and keeps the house stocked with food.
That is true, and I'm very happy. What you may take for granted and dread going to, these Amish girls never been, so let's take a peek.
All right.
Horse and carriage, baby.
Rosanna and I to get some groceries for the house.
First reaction, what's your thoughts on the attire?
I mean, we all know that's like, this is going to sound terrible to say.
I know what you're gonna say.
Well, it reminds me of Handmaid's Tale, which I just finished the latest. I finished season 4. There's definitely parallels. Obviously, Handmaid's Tale is not a good representation of the Amish lifestyle, I don't think. Women are probably treated with much more respect. But the attire, so maybe they drew their inspiration from Amish country. Or the Amish lifestyle.
I'm excited to see how an English grocery store looks like.
Don't they live in America?
They're going to an English grocery store.
Oh, is this in the UK?
That's what I assumed.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. So there's Amish in the UK then? I always thought it was
You thought every single one lived
just
in
a United
Pennsylvania?
States. Yeah, I thought every single Amish person lived in Amish country, Pennsylvania.
All this stuff. If the people back home in the Amish community would see this store, they would just be so amazed. They'd walk in there with their eyes would be really big and they would be so excited.
There's cucumbers, look. They're already cut. Those carrots and celery.
They're already cut.
I think that's pretty cool, like how that is.
I can't believe that the English people buy vegetables that are already cut and cleaned. They're wrapped up. They're ready to eat. That is so lazy. Why wouldn't you just do it yourself?
How long have I been telling you you are so damn lazy, hun? All I want you to do is grow and pick your own vegetables, scrub them, clean them, shuck them, boil them, and you're buying them in bags at the grocery store. When you think your life is tough,
I love the broccoli that you can steam right in the bag.
oh, it's the best. You just pop in the microwave on like 90 seconds, ready to go, steamed broccoli. Yeah, well, you have a lot more time to clean vegetables when you don't have television and cell phones. What can you say?
Wow, those are expensive. They look good, though. It looks good. Yeah.
It's just.
Oh yeah, your eyes are gonna pop out of your head when you see the grocery bill.
You have one bite of that manufactured devil's food and you'll never go back. I swear to God, all of a sudden they rip the fucking stuff off. They're just down in Entenmann's Donuts and Little Debbie's.
Where I grew up, we'd make all our own food.
Look at this. Holy crap. $5.99.
Oof, Jesus.
Back home, you could buy eggs for $1.50.
It's unreal expensive.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to pay that much for eggs. I'd just get chickens.
Imagine if I ever said that to you.
I'd get a chicken coop.
Stop. No.
But you would never say that to me because you would never deal with chickens. Like
Ever.
Like if you got like a piece of dirt on your fingernail or something, it would be you'd fucking break down and lose it. It would be crazy. You wouldn't be able to handle a guinea pig, let alone a coop of chickens.
I wouldn't want a guinea pig.
Rosanna, look at those twigs over there. Look at those twigs. Oh, wow. Why would you have twigs? Why don't they go out on a tree and get a branch?
I like those. Marine is so snobby, like, The English are busy, like they don't have time to cut the twigs.
I really do think it's lazy. I can't believe how weird the English people are. They buy twigs. They could go out in the woods and pick up any twig they want.
I mean, I can't really disagree. I understand, like, flower bouquets are one thing, but if you're just buying a piece of birch, like, fuck you, is that something you would do? Just, like, buy birch twigs? Twigs, they call them?
For decoration, yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Like a lot of different kinds of milk and stuff, doesn't it?
Why wouldn't you just get a cow and milk the cow? Look at it.
She can't comprehend.
Everyone has somewhere to keep a cow.
Yeah, she can't comprehend the fact of, like, end of the production line. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make
Mass
sense.
quantity.
Doesn't make sense to her.
Just look over there.
I think
Looks like more.
there are a lot of different kinds.
Holy crap. It's made with almonds. How can you make milk with almonds?
I didn't know how you would, like, how they would make it.
There is no milk in almonds.
It's actually a valid question. I have no clue how you make milk from almonds. We are susceptible to, like, kind of the mainstream opinion on a
You
lot
don't
of
drink almond milk. Stop it right
oat milk.
now.
Oat milk is what I've been doing a lot lately. Same
don't
thing.
drink
How the
that
fuck? How
either.
the hell do you make milk out of oats? It makes no sense. Do oats have udders, Mrs. Lush?
Yes. And I squeeze them and I get you your oat milk. No, shut up.
I have nipples, Mrs. Lush. Can you milk me? I mean, part of this is like, it's interesting because we do have an insane amount of overchoice
Yes.
in every area of our life in America, in the world, in a lot of places. And the mass production of food has led to the degradation of the nutritious qualities of food in general. They probably eat some of the healthiest shit on the planet because it's locally sourced, they're growing it themselves. They're things that now, like, as you get into the higher echelons of wealth, you see it all the time on the internet. It's people that, like, only eat food that's, like, from a farm down the street, and you go on TikTok or Instagram and all, like, the naturopath crazies, not crazy, they're probably right, like, they do all these things that take a lot of time and energy, and it's wildly inconvenient, but it is probably better for the human body than buying some fucking milk that was squeezed out of an oat udder. Maureen and Rosanna's GED assessment. Oh, maybe they tried to take a GED test. How do you feel like their communities feel about this? But most of this stuff is considered like heathenish and like sinful to be indulging in.
I don't know in what
luxuries of
ways things
secular
have
life.
progressed, so I just don't know.
I'm sure if we like do it together, we'll be fine.
Today we're gonna go get our GED assessment to see how an Amish education is compared to an English education.
What subjects did you study in Amish school?
Math and spelling and history were the most important.
Okay. Okay, so you didn't have science? Did you talk about?
Of course, they didn't have science. Yeah, anything that, yeah, oh God.
History or
No,
physics or?
we didn't have to do that because it wasn't. They didn't think it was necessary.
Like, but math is, but
Right.
for what their
What about
applications are?
space? If I said space, is there anything, space meaning the heavens?
Oh, I would say the universe more than the heavens.
Right? You're trying to get into a religious
I
conversation?
know.
now?
I was gonna say, like, when you say heaven to them, they're gonna think of a whole different thing than you're trying to get across right now.
Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean.
Planets.
Like the air or what?
No, like what's above out in the outer space? Planets, stars, moon.
Obviously, they know what moon and stars is. Come on.
The Amish know there's a moon and stars and all that, but we just don't do science and we read about the stars and the moon in the Bible.
U.S. history. When you think of all of the country, all the history, can you think of a historical event of any kind? Anything that happened before today in our country?
Did they say history was one of the subjects?
Yeah, they did. They said
Okay.
math, spelling, and history is what they said.
But are they talking about world
I love
history
that
or
spelling
not?
was like an entire, maybe that meant like English class. Like, wouldn't you say math, literature, English or something? But no,
Right,
just
like
specifically
reading.
spelling.
If it happened yesterday, it's history.
I don't know.
Anything, girls.
I might say
World War
World War II.
II. Thank you. That's a pretty.
No, because there was never a war. Like when I was.
You don't remember a war in your
like,
life?
I don't remember any, like any wars or anything like that in my life.
Okay. So does the name George Washington mean anything to you?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I heard.
Who's George
but
Washington?
I don't know who he is, but
Okay.
I know we learned something in school
Okay.
about
Do you
him,
think
but
he was early in our country or later in our country? What were you
Our
going to say?
first president.
He was our first president.
Hey.
Correct.
Okay, so now they're in America. I'm confused. All right, so they are from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, they are. I told you. Wait, why were they in the UK then? I'm confused. I think that's what I meant. Non-Amish.
American?
Non-Amish. Yeah, like American grocery stores. That's what
They
they
couldn't
meant.
just said American grocery store?
My mom that I'm leaving the Amish.
Rosanna's trying to peel off, dude.
I don't know, like, how she's gonna react to it.
Oh, I'm sure she'll be fine.
My biggest fear is my parents won't, like, talk to me anymore, or I'm afraid they'll just, they'll just consider me, like, not like their child. Like, that's the biggest part that I'm afraid of.
Well, with good reason.
Ja, det denke ich zuerst auf hätten. Weil ich noch das noch den
German, I think?
letzte Part so. Ich mehr Decision gemacht.
Is the cameraman like hiding? Like she doesn't know she's being filmed, maybe?
She clearly hasn't consented to being on camera.
I know, that's kind of wild. So, like,
So can we just time out? I'm guessing that the premise of the show is they get to try out an American lifestyle and decide if they like it or not.
let's find out. So the show is a continuation of an earlier show called Breaking Amish. The newer one deals with the original cast members returning to their hometowns and trying to adjust to living in their Amish communities once again, but come across problems or make choices along the way that interfere with the goal and thus remain shunned for the time being. So the first one was people trying to leave the community, and so they were gone, and
Okay.
now they're trying to go back, returning. This is very interesting.
Ich muss mal musizieren.
Du sollst sagen, was du willst.
Ich mehr Decision gemacht. Ich meine, es ist zu viel Stoff, der draußen sich.
So du Mensch, du willst alles weggeben, all das, der Family.
No. Ich bin the right decision machen.
Weil wenn du so spürst, dann soll es wirklich tust du willst.
So ich darf dann nicht mehr heimkommen oder etwas.
I feel like the cameraman's being real aggressive with like him trying to pretend he's hidden right now, like panning down in front of the doors.
Das war alright.
She said it's fine. Wow.
Oh my god.
Looking completely different.
Beautiful.
So now we're at a point where they're.
Rosanna is hot. She looks absolutely gorgeous.
When Rosanna came out dressed English, she had a huge smile on her face for the first time since we met her.
I don't know why they're calling it, I guess, English instead of non-Amish, I guess you would say.
So
It's just weird to call it that. Like, I mean, people that aren't English dress like that. Like,
but it probably makes as much sense to them as this
it just does
yeah,
to
I
us.
can't,
Yeah. For them, it's like that's all they know. It's like their whole life has been in the Amish community. So outside of that, I mean, certainly they don't study geography or history. They probably don't know a whole lot about other parts of the world.
It's okay, I don't know a lot about history either.
Like, I feel like a different person.
Yeah, you look great.
Oh, yeah, I like, this is like, I feel like myself now. This moment, as I stand here, I finally feel like the real me. An English girl named Rosanna.
Come on, show us the hiney. Do a spin. No, you gotta turn the whole way around. Come on.
Let's one step at a time. Let's go. Oh!
Did you get a hair removal?
No.
That's something we're gonna have to do.
Oh, Jesus. We had to go there, didn't we?
Nobody can spoil a good moment like you can.
Dude, I wouldn't be a good friend if I didn't ask her. Like, you're gonna wear clothing like that, be groomed.
Yeah, she probably hasn't shaved her legs.
They look shaved. They've been highlighting them for the last 10 minutes.
Like, that dress is really short.
No, they're talking
Oh, they're
about.
talking about the
yeah,
hoo-ha.
yeah.
I'm waiting on my big entrance, and I want everyone to be stunned.
Green, come to Rye.
Come to Rye. What the fuck language is
like a
this, dude?
dialect?
I gotta know. What language do Amish speak? Pennsylvania German. So Amish is a very Pennsylvania thing then. I think that's literally like that's where they are. It's just
That's it?
it's
Only in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
I think.
Only in Pennsylvania? What about Germany?
There's gotta be other places.
I really hope that Danny thinks I'm beautiful.
Oh, is that her man?
I think so.
I can't wait.
Shit.
How you feeling?
I don't know. I don't feel like myself. I feel like a new girl.
The other girl said, I feel like myself. And she's saying I don't feel like myself. So it's kind of interesting.
Wait. Rosanna gets her belly button pierced. Now they're in full rebel mode now.
Rose, don't look at it. I'm getting my belly button pierced, and all of a sudden, my heart just started beating. I just feel like I was just like having a panic attack, and I just freaked out.
Just like you when you get your belly button pierced.
That's what I looked like more in labor. She's acting like she's freaking dying right now.
Hey, listen, when you're not.
This is completely voluntary, lady.
I think it'd be better if you just do it.
Man up. Wanna watch? No, I want to see the needle going. Come on! Don't rip me off. Show me. She flinched hard.
It's okay, Rose. Careful. Don't look
Did
at
she just
it.
drop an
It's
F-bomb?
okay. Don't look at it, Rose. It's okay. Don't jerk around.
That did hurt too.
Not a lot of pain tolerance on these ones, huh?
Maybe she never had a shot.
I guarantee you she probably hasn't, yeah.
I mean, this show's really sucked me in here.
You
We're gonna
like
be
it?
like fanatics and be watching
I
the
know,
show.
I feel like-
What happened to Rosanna and Maureen? I want to know.
The indoctrination of people into the society we're familiar with coming from such a sheltered background is just very interesting to see people experience stuff that's so normal for us.
I'm always up early with the baby, but this morning Rosanna was up early too, and she said that Maureen was out all night and that she thinks Maureen must have lost her virginity.
Belly button piercings, little sundresses, losing your virginity. They're going full-blown like straying from God right now. Everything you're taught is a sin growing up in this type of community, not much different.
We're not
than the
talking
things I was
cell
taught
phones
growing
and
up.
TV. This is
I know.
a different level.
That's right, yeah. She walking funny?
Hey, Maureen, what are you doing?
Yo,
Get your ass over here.
She's giddy. She's giddy, dude.
half her dress is still open.
What are you guys doing still up this time?
You've been unpinned. You've been deflowered.
Your cheeks are pink.
You guys need to be in bed. You should have been sleeping a long
Oh, well,
time
what
ago.
about you?
Did you make any babies tonight?
She's so giddy, you know she just got laid for the first time. Like, come on.
I would feel like slapping both of you that you're not in bed.
Yeah, but you can't slap us because your pins will fly off the rest of the way and you'll be naked.
I'm not naked.
Well, you're not fully clothed either.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. Where
Where are your
dress
pins?
shut?
Did you lose your pins?
No.
Listen, if your blouse isn't pinned shut, you're no longer a virgin.
Well, we know you had sex, so you might as well tell us how it went.
Dead ass. No, I'm not playing.
I
Tell us
hope you
exactly
use
how it was.
protection.
You guys are asking way too many questions.
I'm just curious because I don't get any anymore, so I gotta live vicariously through other people.
You don't ask anyone about their sex life. That's personal.
In English, you
We
do.
wouldn't have asked you if you wouldn't look like something went through your hair. You look terrible.
Are you jealous?
Hell no. I was just saying.
Was this your first time?
Yes.
And?
And it's none of your business.
That was some real X-rated stuff right there. I think the most raunchy thing they talked about was her pins being undone a little bit.
For sure. Or her getting mowed over.
Yeah, she's like, you got mowed over. That's one way to
Even
put
though
it.
that was kind of a
Damn, the
dirty
dick
joke.
was that good? You got mowed over? I think I'm gonna call it there. I feel like as they're getting indoctrinated into the English life, we're getting indoctrinated into this show for the first time. I enjoyed these clips though. I feel like we could watch this.
I haven't seen you into a show like this in a while. Let's do
I
it.
typically despise reality television. I understand there's probably a lot of the same elements going on here with the production team coming up with bits and little things that are scripted. I like the premise.
It's still interesting.
Because I'm the type of person I come from a much different background theologically and just the way I view the world now versus how I was growing up. So it's interesting to me. Oh yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for following along with us. I hope you don't mind us totally being noobs when it comes to the Amish.
Yeah.
Amish
Sorry. I hope we
communities
don't
and,
sound a
like,
little
What are
ignorant.
they talking about? What religion are they? Like, you know what? Maybe
a
a lot
learning experience.
of you guys didn't know either, so we can all learn together. And until next time, we can't wait to see you. Thank you as always for your time. We appreciate you. Peace.